So, if you didn't hear, Ewan McGregor just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And he was able to sit down with some people and he discussed how he still had hope that he could play Obi-Wan Kenobi in between the time of the last Obi-Wan Kenobi series and Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I think that there is a lot of story to tell. And I saw an article where he was talking to someone after he got his Hollywood star, and they were discussing about his time as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I thought I would read it with you. And I am super excited that he wants to be Obi-Wan Kenobi still. I wish Disney would be excited about it too. He's willing. He's such an awesome actor to play Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I think a lot of people would come to a second season of Obi-Wan Kenobi or a movie or whatever if Disney would just do it right, like Deadpool and Wolverine, make a great movie. So let me pull this up. So it says Star Wars Ewan McGregor holding out hope to play Obi-Wan Kenobi again. Please hold on to that hope. It's been 2 years since Star Wars fans saw Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Disney Plus series of the same name. But the actor is hopeful that the 6-episode series won't be the last time he gets to bring the iconic Jedi Master to life on screen. Speaking with Variety, McGregor revisited his time playing the beloved character, which he first took on 25 years ago for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Wow. And revealed that he's not done with Obi-Wan just yet. McGregor says he thinks that there are more stories to tell before the timeline catches up with Alec Guinness's portrayal in Star Wars A New Hope. I really do hope we get a chance to do another one, McGregor said. Between where we ended off in the series and when Alec Guinness comes on screen with Luke Skywalker, I think there's a few stories to tell in there. McGregor's Star Wars co-star Hayden Christensen is also all for the actor returning as Obi-Wan Kenobi, both if it means he get to work with him again and just to see him take on the role once more from a fan's perspective. If it means that I got to do more with Ewan, then that's a no-brainer. But I really hope that he continues with the character, Christensen said. Just as a fan, it's so exciting to get to watch him play Obi-Wan. He's just so good at it. McGregor has previously shared his desire to return as Obi-Wan as well. Earlier this year, the actor opened up about how he hadn't heard anything about future seasons of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, but that he loves the role and wanted to take it on again, noting that he had a few years yet before he caught up to Alec Guinness's age in A New Hope. The truth is, I've talked about having to cover for doing the Obi-Wan series for years. I had to lie about that, and I'm not lying about this now, McGregor said at the time. I don't know. There's been no phone call to me from Lucasfilm or Disney saying, let's do another one. Obi-Wan was made as a limited series and it's out and people like it, which I'm very, very pleased about. I love doing it. I hope we get a chance to do another one, and I'm sure we will. I'm pretty sure, I've got a few years yet before I'm the same age as Alec Guinness was in A New Hope, so there's time to tell more stories in there. Of course, while the desire is there for McGregor, there hasn't been much in the way of chatter about more Obi-Wan Kenobi, or even an appearance by the character in other Star Wars projects, but that doesn't mean it isn't possible. The Andor series is set within the same general time frame of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which could arguably create a space for it, if not an actual appearance, but past to future stories. A second season of Andor is itself expected to arrive in 2025. It isn't to say that there isn't still a chance for another round of Obi-Wan either. While the series has been billed as a limited series, in 2023, series director Deborah Chow said that she and McGregor had discussed how a follow-up to Obi-Wan could work. You always think you're going to end a series like this in some magnificent way, but instead you end up in a parking lot with second unit and hardly anybody there, Chow said at the time. It's always so anticlimactic. But as Ewan and I finished our very last shot on second unit and I was literally taking off my headphones, he was already pitching me ideas for season 2. There's another 10 years with plenty of stories, and I don't think it's off the board. It is a never say never situation. but we really did conceive this to be a limited series. So there you go. Ewan McGregor is really pushing hard for Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I've said before that I believe that he could do a lot of things in Obi-Wan Kenobi series season 2, like pulling other stuff from the Legends expanded universe, like Chrysanthemum coming and him having to fight Chrysanthemum because Jabba the Hutt sent Chrysanthemum after him and Luke Skywalker, or him fighting the Tusken Raider that had become a Sith. There's so many different things that could happen, you know. And what about Yoda? And what about him being taught by Qui-Gon Jinn to become a Force ghost? There's just so much that could happen. And I really like Ewan McGregor, and I love him in this series. And I think that, like I said before, if Disney decided to do a great script for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series or movie, maybe, that it would be amazing. A lot of fans were upset with the first Obi-Wan because they left out certain scenes that could have made it pretty fantastic. And then they added other things that just made it drag, I think. I think part of the Inquisitor part made it drag. I really liked Hayden Christensen in the series. He did a fantastic job as Darth Vader. And I think if Obi-Wan Kenobi was made again, that they would probably bring Hayden Christensen back. You know, they don't have to, you know, intersect, but there could be like parallels between them to where he shows up and Obi-Wan shows up, but they miss each other and they don't know it. That way it kind of like maintains the timeline. Or they could go into an alternate universe. No, that would be too weird. Anyway, I thought I'd bring this to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And hey, if you haven't done so, please subscribe and like the video. It's really helpful for my channel. And if you think about it, check out this video. It's about Brie Larson and how she's always been a Star Wars fan, and how there's a rumor going around. I don't know if it's true or not. I think it's not true, but a rumor of her playing the part of Revan, which is Keanu Reeves's. Anyway, may the Force be with you always.